Hello, everybody. This is your host, Ben, or you call me the Great Bambino,
And I'm your co-host, Cruzo, also known as Cruz.
and we are here with the Whole Shebang podcast. This is our first episode.
Yep.
Um,
First of many.
Little background of us. My name is Ben again. We are huge sports fanatics. We are
Yep.
both huge Niners fans.
Huge.
I am a huge Oakland Athletics fan, huge San Jose Sharks. I'm an avid Earthquakes fan. I don't know about you, but I watch a few games.
I'm more of a Sacramento Republic since my younger brother, plays on that team.
And I'm also a huge Arsenal fan. Love the Premier League.
Mm-hmm. And I'm Cruzo, I'm a huge 49ers fan. I'm also a San Francisco Giants fan, a huge Sacramento Kings fan, and I'm also a Sharks fan till recently.
All right, now that we got that out of the way, we are not going to go into our episode of the day. Today we're going to talk about the San Francisco 49ers and all the other cuts around, the notable cuts around the NFL.
Yep, talk about the Big 53 today.
Big 53, Navarro Bowman. So before we dive deep into this, the cuts and everything, we're gonna go over our projected 53-man roster for the San Francisco 49ers.
Yep.
I'm gonna go first. So for my quarterbacks, I actually had us having two quarterbacks. All right, I had us having Jimmy G and C.J. Beathard, with Mullins getting traded.
I had all three: Jimmy G, Nick Mullins, and C.J. Beathard.
So you really don't think they're gonna keep two?
I don't think so. I think towards the end of the year, they might have Nick Mullins go somewhere else and keep CJ as a back, or maybe even have CJ just.
I just think if you can get a fourth-round pick from Mullins, I think they take it right away.
Yeah.
I mean, the Broncos just cut Kevin Hogan, so they need a backup. They only have one healthy quarterback on their roster.
Yeah, I don't think Joe Flacco will do them any good, to be honest.
And I think if you can get a fourth-round pick, you could probably get even a fifth-round pick from Mullins. I think they're taking it.
Yeah. Okay.
And with
Running backs.
And with Beathard, I think all you can get is a seventh-round pick. So I see that's why I have Mullins getting traded. I like Mullins better. I think Mullins is the better quarterback.
He is.
Which is why I can see
He
them.
proved that last year, yeah. And running backs, I've got four. I've got Tevin Coleman, Matt Breida, Raheem Mostert, and Kyle Juszczyk.
I had the same, so no arguments there.
No arguments. We know our solid running backs.
Right, a wide receiver. This is where it got really tricky at wide receiver.
Yeah.
I think we had a lot of talented receivers.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was either go with youth or go with the veteran. So I actually had Pettis and Goodwin starting. Debo was obviously going to be that third receiver.
Yep.
And I had Hurd and Taylor. But both are injured, but I still had them making the team. I had Richie James, and I actually had Jordan Matthews.
It's funny.
Put Bourne to cut. I like Bourne more. I think Bourne is the better receiver. I really thought that Kyle Shanahan would go with the sure veteran.
Yeah.
And especially with Hurd and Taylor injured, I was there's no chance Bourne's making the team. But as we all saw, Matthews got cut. Bourne made the team.
Yep. That was my cut. I knew Jordan Matthews was not going to make it. He did not really do anything in the preseason. They really put him in. And Malik
Henry.
Henry also.
Probably going to make the practice squad.
But Matthews, he's long gone.
Yeah, it was a toss-up me between Matthews and Bourne. And I went with the veteran. Even though I like Bourne better.
Yeah. All right. Tight ends. I put three. I put George Kittle, Ross Dwelly.
Caden Smith?
Yeah, Caden Smith. No, Caden Smith.
Okay. So me, I had three. I had Kittle, Levine Toilolo, and Caden Smith. I knew they weren't going to cut Toilolo. I mean, he's a blocking tight end. He's a big 6'8". It's shocking they kept four.
Yeah.
They kept all four. Kittle, Toilolo, Dwelly, and Caden Smith.
Which is not bad. It's not a bad idea. But I don't think they would need all four.
I think it says that was a shocker for sure, unless they're going to trade one of them. All right, now we're going to go to the O-line. So for my projected O-line, I had Joe Staley obviously making the team, Tomlinson, Garland, Richburg, Pearson, and McGlinchey. Those are the locks. All those were locks. And then I had Garnett making the team and Brunskill. I had Brunskill. I didn't think School would make. I think they would have put him in the practice squad. But as we all saw, Joshua Garnett got cut.
Yeah, I think my O-line is just the same as yours, which is surprising. Joshua Garnett got cut. He was a first-round pick.
And that's why I thought they would have kept him.
Yeah.
But as we know, it's not about your draft status. It's about how you play.
Yep.
Which is why Daniel Brunskill made the team. I mean, he came in late. I think he's only been on the team for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I like that from him. All right, now we're going to go into the defensive side, where you're going to start with the D-line. My projected, I had D Ford, Buckner, Bosa, Solomon Thomas, Ronald Blair, Sheldon Day, DJ Jones, Eric Armstead, and Julian Taylor. Any surprise?
Nope. I had the same exact thing.
So it's Kyle Shanahan. So
Yep.
All right. You want to go to linebackers?
Yeah, linebackers. I had K1 Alexander, Dre Greenlaw, of course, Fred Warner. I had Elijah Lee and Mark
Nzocha. I think mine were pretty similar. I had Warner, Alexander, Greenlaw. I had Al-Shaair.
Yep.
And I had Mark Nzocha. And I also had Elijah Lee on the team on my initial 53-man roster.
Yeah, that surprised me.
He was a shocker too. I think he was we're kind of low on linebackers.
Yeah.
We only have 5. And he plays special teams, so I thought for sure he would make the team. And he's been there for a while, so but he has that I think he got surgery on his hand. I think that's maybe one of the reasons why he didn't make the team.
Okay, let's go on to cornerbacks. Who did you have?
I had Richard Sherman, obviously.
Obvious.
I had Akilla Witherspoon, Jason Verrett, Emmanuel Mosley, K'Wan Williams, DJ Reed, and Jimmy Ward.
No Tim Harris?
No, I think they still have him in the practice squad. Injury reserve. I think he's injury reserve. Injury reserve or practice squad, but I did not have Tim Harris.
Well, I think Tim Harris is the only extra I had.
I think he's still a rookie. They can stuff him in the practice squad.
Yeah, he did a lot during preseason. He showed up. What about safeties? Who do you have?
I have Tavarius Moore starting, Jaquiski Tart, and I had Antoine Exum making the team.
How do you feel about Adrian Colbert?
Fan favorite, right?
Yes, he was.
My thoughts on Adrian Colbert. I think he started out great his rookie year.
He started out solid, yeah.
I mean, he was a 7th round pick for a reason. His reads were always, he was easy to beat over the top, even with that elite speed that he has. He didn't improve, and then I think he only played 9 snaps in the whole preseason. Like that wasn't going to help you, especially with someone like Tavarius Moore coming up and playing the whole game at safety because there was no one else to play that. So I think that really helped him. And Colbert, sad to see him go. Fan favorite, really liked him. He was a good good locker room presence. It's just sad that he could never replicate his rookie year.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll have more chances. His career won't be over.
No, and you know what? He could probably. I mean, if he doesn't get picked, I would not be surprised if he comes back sooner or later.
Yeah.
We especially with someone like Jimmy Ward. His health is not.
Yeah, injuries has been a big
factor.
Tart,
same way. Tart, and so.
But
now we got the pitcher, the punter.
Punter.
I mean, who would have welcome to Punterville, Mitch Wisnowski, the big Wisnowski,
the Australian mate.
And
of course,
Robbie, good as gold.
Yeah, good as gold.
Good as gold. And the long snapper is Holba because, Kyle Nelson is suspended for the first 6 games, and I believe they will cut him after that.
Yeah. Hey, well, that was not a bad 53-man roster.
I think we were pretty spot on, except for I think
Joshua Garnett.
That was the only one that really.
Yeah.
I did not get correct. And then the Jordan Matthews one. It was a toss-up between him and Bourne.
Elijah Lee, yeah, that one. And, of course, Adrian Colbert.
All right, with that, we're going to take a quick little break.
Then you can put your...
And we are back. Before we go into the other cuts around the league, any final thoughts on the Niners roster?
Yeah, I think they should add an extra linebacker just to be on the safe side.
An extra linebacker? Yeah, I think they're pretty set. I think if push does come to shove, I think they will go out and get one. I think maybe Elijah Lee will come back or someone from the practice squad. But Other than that, I think the roster looks looks pretty legit. I think this is one of the strongest rosters we've had in the past couple of years under Kyle Shanahan. The offense looks really good. We have a lot of threats, a lot of offensive weapons. To me, if Breida's not starting running back week 1, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I think Breida's way better than Coleman.
Yeah.
Moster's good. Yeah, and the defense looks legit.
Yeah, D-line looks solid.
I think they need another safety. We're pretty thin on safety.
Yeah, I think the cornerbacks will show up this year too.
And I think today Kyle Shanahan or John Lynch said that Bosa's going to go back to training tomorrow.
Yeah, they said he's ready and healthy for Monday.
So hopefully he's here week 1 because
he's a first-round pick.
If he can play against that horrible Buccaneers offensive line, I think our D-line's going to be feasting.
It's going to be a bad day for Winston.
All right, now let's go into this notable cuts around the league. I think we have to start with LaShawn McCoy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Surprise.
LaShawn McCoy cut today by the Buffalo Bills after having one of his worst seasons. I think he had 518 rushing yards.
Yep.
Career low. Not really shocked.
No.
I mean, they owed him a lot of money. And I think Frank Gore is on the Bills.
He is.
Wow.
He is on
Frank
the Bills.
Gore, man.
Yeah, man.
What a.
I miss him.
The inconvenient truth. All right, other cuts around the league. Kevin Hogan got cut from the Denver Broncos. So Kevin Hogan got cut, and they put Drew Lock on IR.
Yeah.
So they have one healthy quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
That's Joe Flacco. Other cuts. Brian Hoyer got cut from the New England Patriots.
Yeah.
Demaryius Thomas also got cut by the. Man, not too long ago, he was one of the best wide receivers in the NFL.
Just a couple years ago.
Oh, man. Who else we got? Oh, a big one. Keelan Doss from the Oakland Raiders, wide receiver.
Keelan Doss?
Niners got to pick him up. If you watched him in preseason, he is legit. Great. Good wide receiver. Good
now,
hands.
If the Niners do pick him up, who are we cutting?
Kendrick Bourne.
Think so?
Yes.
Yeah, I see that happening. But I don't think the Niners will go out of their way to pick him up. That's just my thought.
All right. Any other cuts to talk about now?
No, we talk about trades.
Yes, there's 2 blockbuster trades today. First one, the main one, I think, especially for us, Jadeveon Clowney to the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah.
Really?
Crazy.
He couldn't go anywhere else.
They're getting scared, man. We were looking like we're going to have the best D-line in the division, and then
they had to come over here and get Jadeveon Clowney.
Yep.
So Clowney is with the Seahawks. Joe Staley better not get hurt.
Yeah.
Joe Staley and Mike McGlinchey better not get injured. We are very thin at O-line.
Yeah, we might just have to call Garnett back.
Yeah, not happening. And the other one was Miami. They
Kenny Stills
to
the Texans.
And what was the other guy? Oh, Laramie Tunsil. That's the main centerpiece right there.
Yeah.
For a pair of 2 first-rounders.
Which I think the Dolphins got to steal. Pair of 2 first-rounders?
The Texans badly needed to upgrade their O-line. Deshaun Watson was getting battered. And especially what they saw with Andrew Luck, they're like, we can't let our star.
He is a good mobile quarterback, but
can't let our star quarterback. And Carlos Hyde got traded. Wow. Speaking about running backs getting traded, the Chargers are giving Melvin Gordon permission to seek trade,
which is crazy.
I mean, it just goes to show you how undervalued running backs are.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for me, I don't. Because, I mean, look at Matt Breida. Undrafted. I mean, already better than most running backs out there. I mean, you can get a good running back late in the draft. You don't have to. I mean, not every running back is a Saquon Barkley. And even then, I think at number 2, he was too high.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and you see the San Diego Chargers. I mean, they do have one of the stingiest owners in the league.
Yeah.
Stockton native.
Yeah. A.G. Spanos.
A.G. Spanos, yes. It's actually his son, Dean Spanos, now.
Okay, yeah.
And he's stingier. So, yeah, I mean, that's running backs are undervalued. I mean, look, LaShawn McCoy's getting cut.
You know,
Chargers don't want Melvin Gordon anymore.
Carlos Hyde just got traded to the Texans for an offensive tackle.
Offensive tackle, yeah. So you see, that's running backs. Running backs is a tricky position. I mean, you don't want to overpay for one.
Yeah,
you
don't want them to sit out a season
or two.
Exactly.
Jerick McKinnon, San Francisco Niners running back, they put him on IR today, season-ending IR, after being on a season-ending injured reserve last year.
Yeah, he's done.
So that's 2 years. I mean, 2 years in a row on season-ending IR in his prime. It's sad to see.
Mm-hmm.
That is sports. I mean, there is injuries in sports, which is why all these running backs are trying to get their money.
Yeah.
Ezekiel Elliott, you think he plays week 1?
I don't think so.
So you think he will hold out?
I think he will.
You don't think Jerry Jones will pull out his Jerry Jones magic?
I don't think he will. I think he'll test it on week 1, see if Ezekiel Elliott will, and if he does, then he'll hold off. But if he doesn't, then he might have to think about it for week 2.
I mean, Jerry Jones, he pays his guys.
Yeah, especially the offensive line.
Like he'll pay his guys. But again, running back is not a position that you want to be paying.
Yeah,
it's just it's business. I mean, you're not gonna put your big money into a running back who someone like Tony Pollard can give you 75% of what Ellie does and to win.
Yeah,
it's already a win, especially on a cheap rookie deal. Other than that, what do you think about Dak Prescott? You think he'll get his extension signed, or you think he'll hold out like Zeke?
I think he will get his extension signed. Just not right now. Maybe in the next couple of weeks.
Do you pay him $40 million?
Personally, no.
Where do you rank Dak Prescott on your quarterbacks?
He's probably top 20. I'm like 17 maybe. I'm not sure, but he's good, but he's not all that to me.
Do you give him $30 million?
A little under.
A little under $30 million?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that sounds about right. So, yeah, I think that is all. That is all for the cuts, for the trades for today. We'll be back for the next episode to talk about anything else that comes along.
Yep.
With that being said, we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you for listening. You can find us on our social media, our handles. Mine is at TGBenbino15. Again, that is at TGBenbino15, Instagram and Twitter.
Yes, and mine is at The Cruzo on Instagram and on Twitter.
So give us a follow, give us a like, send us any questions you guys might have, anything that that we can work on, stuff that you want us to talk about, and yeah, we'll really would really enjoy any feedback you guys give us. Things you like, things you don't like, we'll take it all.
And with that being said, that's going to wrap up this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next episode coming in the next couple of days. And, remember to follow us on social media. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, leave a great review. And we're clocking out.
Bye.